coffee, we found coffee last financial year, the market value of the coffee business in the whole world was $462 billion. Out of that, coffee producing countries got only $25 billion. And that includes giants like Brazil, like Vietnam. And then Africa got only $3 billion. Now, of the $3 billion, Uganda, which is Africa's largest coffee exporter, because the number one producer is Ethiopia, but they consume their coffee. Uganda would have been consuming coffee, but you see, when we were colonized by the British, they turned us to tea as a drink of the elite. Okay? So we ended up abandoning coffee that we had. We entered tea with Kenya and that bandwagon, and we are all in tea. But Uganda got $862 million out of the $3 billion that came in Africa. And Uganda is the seventh largest coffee exporter in the whole world. Now you can imagine, out of a coffee of $862 million that we got, it means we gave away coffee of over $20 billion. So what does that mean? You've exported jobs, you've exported your GDP, you've exported everything which you would be having. But to make it much easier, where I saw the reality, my constituency produces some of the best coffee in Africa. So, coffee in my constituency, a kilo of coffee, Arabica coffee, is bought at $1.60. Now, after buying it at that much, I was at the roastery of Starbucks in Milan. If you go to Milan, in central Milan, there is a roastery, Starbucks. Their biggest is in Amsterdam, but they put one good one in Milan. I went to buy that Ugandan coffee, which had been bought from my constituents at $1.60 US. They wanted €45 a kilo. Leave alone with these statistics which they talk about. Now, this is my real example. So I called the barista. I said, so what have you added in? Because this coffee, you've marked it is Ugandan coffee. It's either from Bugisu, it's from Buganda, it's from my constituency. Okay? We never produced these coffee seeds by C-section to say you paid the professor a lot of money. Okay? They were not grown in State House or in Serena Hotel so that they charged us per night of growth. What have you added? Just, roasting, packaging, So you can imagine what we're exporting. Before we even look at minerals that are underground, what we're exporting that is on the surface that we are donating to the Western world. And when we see them, their cities growing, their GDP growing, and for us we are suffering here. They even have excess money, they don't know what to use it for. They are developing pandemics in laboratories which end up even escaping from them, come kill us. That's the kind of situation we are in. So we must know what we are licensing.